All right, we're going to get into our next game. Creator versus GuMihO. This is a sick one.
Yay, Tails! I'm pregnant. Artosis got me pregnant. It's a Yoshi egg. What? You want to get me pregnant too? I guess I could be double pregnant. Well, go ahead, Tails. You aren't as big as Artosis. Or Lirak. But at least you aren't tiny like Holmes Mac. Hey! Oh, ah, 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 ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ra, 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 ra,
Okay. So, we have a very proxied barracks here from GuMihO. You would imagine that this will be Reaper. It would be very surprising if it's anything else. I do remember some builds from Wings of Liberty where people floated that up and tried to make other things. I remember there being a Ghost Rush because you would just cloak. Ghosts were very different back then. But, yeah. Very likely just going to be the proxy Reaper. Now, Creator is scouting across the map here, and he's going to see, oh, a missing barracks. So he probably will start a Zealot very quickly. He'll check the right side of the base first, because a lot of times the barracks is over there. Move up, move up, move up. Watch, Zealot will start now. Zealot will start now. Zealot will start now. There it is. Took him a minute. A little bit of lag. You do need the Zealot. Like, you have no real defense against a Reaper. You have to zone it, right? So you have good SimCity on one side, and then you zone it from going in on the other side. It's the only way to save your probes, because if you don't get that, like right now you would have just started chronoing an Adept, and like there's no way to get it. Now, see, he was a little bit late on that. Remember when I said when he should have started it, this would have already been in position. So GuMihO already has a single kill. See how many he can get. Should have started it when I told him to. 2 probe kills. Okay. Well, right now, sorry, I'm still eating my drumstick. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. But, yeah, we have more Reapers being made. He sees exactly where that barracks is at. Going to put some pressure on it there with that Stalker. Reaper's just going to have to run away right away. Oh, misses. Doesn't get it. Right in between the volley. Very lucky. So, Cyclone being made. Of course, he has that command center being built. Let's see what GuMihO can get done with these 3 Reapers. Dude, another probe. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Brings up the Hellion. Watch out. Oh, he hits his own grenade. Oh. All right. So Twilight coming up here for Creator. Blink. Ice cream's so good. So good, Gong Gong. All right, so coming back across the map now, GuMihO has a Cyclone joining his original party of a Hellion and 3 Reapers. And actually, it's a sick lock on there. Kills one of them very, very quickly. Yeah, even the grenade doing a pretty good job. Everything getting a little low. Obviously, the Reapers can heal up. Robo going to be started here for Creator. And look at this jump up, man. He is doing so much damage right now. The 3 Reapers, like, really killing a hell of a lot. Creator having a really, really hard time stabilizing this game. Very impressive stuff here from Gumi. And it looks like he will finally lose this one. So now everything has been held. Blink is about to finish. We have that robo on the way. Look at that. 7 probes and a stalker being taken out. Definitely feels like a good one there for Gumi. Now, he has some siege tanks set up. One of those is really far forward, so a forward blink could ruin it. I'm a little bit nervous about that placement, honestly. I feel like it should be back like a few matrices. He puts 2 down. Maybe 2+ units is enough to just keep him back. But I've never seen this placement against stalkers. It looks like a scary placement. All right, as that third base is halfway done, 4 more gates getting started up. Charge is already on the way, so Creator going very, very, very unit heavy right now. Kind of interesting to see, foregoing any upgrades or any robo units outside of that prism that he wants badly. Obviously, you get an observer, you always send one over. Yeah, I like how creators follow this up, actually. If you look at how this game is playing out, like GuMihO's army looks like an army that actually has some real potential to kill you. Now, we don't see medevacs yet, but once those get added in, like, this army is going to be pretty nutso. So I get that +1. Stim combat shield's almost done. 4 siege tanks. So 8 gate charge lot plus some immortals coming out. That feels like exactly what the doctor ordered to try to hold this. Damn, that got low. Woo! All right, Prism going across the map right now. Has those 4 zealots in it. The hurt tank in the back. He does come up and snap it. Now, this is a big moment, right? Because there's not a lot of units here. This will interrupt... Well, now, as I say that, they all finish. This will interrupt reinforcements. Pulls back. Dude, he actually only has 8 zealots total, and 4 of them are across the map. So this is not looking super hot. The overcharge was pretty sick, but there's so many siege tanks, they actually take the immortal down despite everything. Yeah, the 4 siege tanks are just worth gold here, but he does blink on top of them. Okay, picks him up, picks him up. He's actually going to be fine, it looks like. You know, if those extra units had been there, this game would probably be over right now. So I think the Prism actually kind of saved him. Definitely a lot has been lost for Creator, but Creator's starting another Nexus. He knows what he needs to do to try to win the game. It's not just about holding right now. Like, you could, if you're not making that third Nexus, maybe you hold, but how are you going to end up actually winning, right? Being victorious, getting the W. You're probably not going to. He's going to have to take some risks here. He's going to have to take some liberties. GuMihO continuing to push. I would love to see him just move those tanks up to the side, even just to hit the robo. I think it's good. Anything. But he lures him out. Remains siege this whole time. Little charge lock group comes from the other angle. And Creator just GG's. GuMihO going to go ahead and take it. Pretty excellent there. You know, his early proxy racks with the Reapers, doing a great job. Those first 3 Reapers really screwing up Creator. It's funny how you can spend more money on the harass than what you kill, but you're way ahead from it. Because workers are just so important in the early game. Oh, Brian donuts are paused. Oops.
Wicked sick.
Hey, Nadin wins. Thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome, viewers from Nadin wins.
Donated $3.33. Artie, you have huge variance in your takes. Sometimes you have a genius one like PlayStation Vita being awesome.
Yes, thank you. I certainly do. Thanks, Don't Defense. All right, we're going into the next game.
What?
I like editing.
Don't
Editing
Defense
donuts.
donated $3.33. Artie, you have huge variance in your takes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a genius.
You're
one
telling me
like
that these
PlayStation
mutant Ninja
Vita being
Turtles
awesome.
are teenage.
Unique, amazing take.
You're telling me
But
that
then
these mutant
somehow
Ninja
the exact
Turtles
same brain comes
are
with the take
teenage.
that ice cream is soup.
It is.
You're
Your
telling me
brain
that
should
these
be
mutant
studied, it's
Ninja
insane.
Turtles
Thanks.
are
Probably
teenage.
because these donos.
You're telling me that these mutant Ninja Turtles are teenage. You're telling me that these mutant Ninja Turtles
What?
are teenage? You're telling me that these
Okay,
mutant
thank
Ninja
you,
Turtles
thank
are
you.
teenage. You're telling me that these
Teenage.
mutant Ninja Turtles are teenage. You're telling me that these mutant Ninja Turtles,
All right. I actually did. I watched half of the new Turtles movie with my kids. It turned into being their bedtime, so we kind of were like, we'll watch this later. But I watched half of it, and I was so excited to see, like, the Ray guy, Mondo Gecko, and all them. I was like, oh my god, I had all these figures when I was a kid. I'm like, that's Wingnut. Oh my god. It was exciting.
The truth
But it was
donated
non-canonical.
$3. RT, the reason WC3 is better than Brood War is because Grubby averages about 1,000 more viewers than you every day. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Dude, he streams Dota. What do you want, man? It's because I stay true to the one true game. And guess what? The guy who was saying it's important for a game to be fun. It's important for a game to be fun? I play Brood War every fucking day. You think I have any fun playing it? No. Is it going to live forever? Yes. Okay. So we have here a Reaper opening. GuMihO keeping that at home. Of course, both sides expanding very quickly here. Zelna. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. All right. Stargate opener here from Creator. Excuse me. Going to try his hand at that. Is it going to be Phoenix or is it going to be Oracle? You know, I think both are very, very playable against Terran. I think Creator does like the Phoenix openers a little bit more. A lot of people are trending towards Phoenix right now. You know? I'm not exactly sure why. I think just Phoenix Colossus in general feels pretty good. You're blocking everything with the Phoenixes early. You're supporting the Colossus afterwards. Yeah, you know, it's a pretty complete strategy for the early and mid game. Although I do like Oracle openers, right? Like, you can get your Blink really quick with them, and I do like Blink at the pro level very, very much as an early part of the opener. Like, for me personally, if I go Stargate, I would go, you know, Phoenix into Colossus, because it's just kind of easy. But, like, the Oracle into Blink builds, I think, are really, really good. You get tons of scouting done, some harassment, you have stasis wards, you have the mobility of stalkers. It's good stuff. But anyways, he's going Phoenix, so who cares? You know, Stim already on the way. It looks like it's a 2-1-1, actually. I wasn't even paying attention to Gumi's build as much, just kind of watching to see what Creator was going to do. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 2-1-1, right? So you get the 2 racks and go right up into the starport so that you can get some medevacs out and, you know, just kind of put a little bit of pressure on the Marines. The thing is, against Protoss, this is not the greatest stuff. I don't think you're that likely to really get damage done with something like this. Once upon a time, you know, maybe 8-9 years ago, it was pretty common to do this against Protoss. Nowadays, not so much. Not so much. And I think you'll see why. So the 2 medevacs are coming out. Stim is almost done. This is actually a funny move out from Creator. I actually do not particularly care for this move out because he already knows what's going on. So, like, he loses an Adept for 1 Marine. And he knows that it's 2 racks production. He knows it's a 2-on-1. So it's kind of like you need to hit enough units that you can just hold on against the harassment. Oh my god, that's a lot of very injured units there. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that move out at all. That was a very well placed mine behind that geyser, so you couldn't see it. And he is making an immortal. Notice there's no third Nexus yet. That's a very good call. I think going towards Colossus immediately is probably the right play here every time. You know, I would sack the other Phoenix over that. Get all those kills. You get 5-6 kills right there. All right, the Marines come out. They're looking for a third because that's really about the size of what they can do. Like, you have to imagine that if you try to move up into the main base, you can't really get anything done. He does do a scan there to see what's up. But, yeah, like, what did the 2-on-1 truly do here? Well, I guess it might have slowed the third slightly. But that's counterplay from Protoss against it. But that can count as something that the build did, right? Like, there's certain builds you do in PvZ just to make them make roaches. So, like, there can be certain builds that you do just to make sure that their expansion is a little bit slower. So, right now, Marines and a tank coming out the other side. The two medevacs maybe getting ready for a drop into the natural. It kind of looks that way. As that other attack comes up, like, this can be something that draws everything to the front. And then you drop in the natural. So he scans and sees that. He's going to drop the natural. Watch. You watch. This is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to fake an attack up here. He sieges. I think you just... I'm surprised he actually sacrifices everything. But the real damage is the drop into the natural. So let's see what he can get done with this. So sets it up. Not many units here yet. The probes got pulled very, very well. It is a lot of Marines. Dude, this doesn't feel like it's doing anything, honestly. Oh, and he's going to eliminate the medevac that has all the Marines in it. So that was like... How much supply did we just give away? It was over 30. It was over 30 supply that we just saw GuMihO lose to kill 2 probes. So... Not the best moves here from GuMihO. The idea behind it, I get it, but to sack the tank and all those Marines... To just get a double drop-off against no units there, the creator pulled the probes and everything was fine. All right, he will come in and finish off some of these very damaged SCVs in here. I mean, you kill 6 SCVs. I guess it's all fine from Creator because he killed so much of an army. Like, Creator's up 11 supply right now. You never see Protoss up supply at this portion of the game. Like, Terran is always supposed to have more supply right now. And by quite a bit, too. Like, you can see 80 versus 50 here, and you're like, yeah, the game is pretty even. But right now, 51 against 42, like, you can kind of do anything you want. Now, this is a nice little move. I actually didn't even see what angle this came in from. I wasn't really looking for this. And, you know, maybe he gets some of his value back now. Kind of impressive. Look at that, 14 probes. And the robo. Not sure why we were picking that up, but... All right, so how good was that? Killing a robo is always good. 14 probes is always good. It brought the probe count back in line with the SCVs a bit. But the army, the standing army we have for GuMihO is really quite small, really quite weak. So that does make me a little bit nervous for him. I wonder if we had a prism with that army, does GuMihO just die? If you have Warpins right on the battlefield. You can see he's building more static Ds, sitting in a very defensive stance. Very defensive. Well, that's some good Viking hits. It feels like the control here from Creator isn't quite that good. Didn't really utilize his Phoenixes or his Stalkers to save his Colossi. Takes a lot of damage on both of them. Truly. And is he going to attack in? Well, I mean, we know the army is very, very small right now. He does have that Immortal, which is just sitting there not doing anything. And still, he's kind of breaking this. All right, lifts the tank. That was a good tank lift, I think. That Colossi was about to die. But that was actually a pretty poor attack. That was not well executed at all. It feels like Creator's control just isn't there. But does it even matter? With the amount of units that GuMihO has sacrificed so far this game, he's down 15 workers and 16 army supply right now. Doesn't have that third landed. Yeah, 4th Nexus gets started. I think if Creator just macros hard and attacks again, he should win. I'd like to see a Templar Archives, make a couple Archons, just make charge lots, a couple Stalkers, go. Should be able to knock him out with that, I think. So... Alright, yeah, GuMihO's gonna try to take this third. I like the positioning of those siege tanks. Very, very good defensively up against the wall right there. Kind of cover a lot of area. He has the Phoenixes as well to try to punish any incoming Colossi. The thing is, does he have enough units to stop anything else here? See, that is a tiny army. You can see as the charge lots go in, almost the entire army dies immediately. So I think we're just going to be going on to game 3, honestly. Like you can see, yeah, GG is called. So on to game number 3. What's up? Getting trolled by wife Artosis right now. Not sure what's going on. She came in and asked me how often I think of the Roman Empire. So I'm like, a couple times a week maybe, and she's laughing. How often do you guys in the chat think of the Roman Empire? All the time, every day, daily. About same as you, daily, couple times a week, all the time, every day. Yeah, see, this is normal. No. How often do you think about it? Never? I don't even know what to say. My wife never thinks of the Roman Empire. It's so weird. So I think what I'm learning here is that wives don't think about the Roman Empire. They don't have their priorities quite straight. That's what I'm hearing here as my wife shows me a video. I don't know, man. This is a weird experience I just went through here. Mapu's letting me know he talks about the Roman Empire at least once a week. I mean, once a month. He's got the right friends. Huh. They don't know the glory of battle. They couldn't understand. Dude, I mean, it's an important part of history. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. I own the fucking Hardcore History podcast. I bought them when he took them off the public thing. It's important shit. Read books about it. All right, game number 3 is starting up. It was a little bit, creator just needed a little break there for a moment. All right, we got you there in the top right, creator. In the bottom left, we have GuMihO. Did I shut my wife off of the controller? No, no, she left the room. Oh, you heard a controller though? That was me turning on the air conditioner. It's getting hot in here. As I think about the Roman Empire, my body temperature increases because I'm getting excited. All right, so, I mean, this has been a good series so far. Some good back and forth plays from both players. You think mainly about Roman aqueducts when you think about them? You think about how they transported water? That's very weird. Now, you're weird. The rest of us are not weird. That's weird, though. That's what I think about when I think about America. I think about all those pipes underwater that bring water to people's houses. Isn't that crazy? Wow. There were no Galbanjuas. That was the problem. No Galbanjuas. All right, so a little bit of harassment here with the probe, trying to block that command center for a moment. It builds the command center actually up on the high ground, so Creator's not going to be able to know about that. I think he's going to read that that's what happened, though, honestly. Like, he ran the probe away completely, didn't really go back to check, so as far as he knows, there is a command center on the way. Reaper going across the map. Yeah, of course they had Mario Erotica back in ancient Rome. He's Italian, for God's sake. Obviously, that's where it originated. So, we actually have a sentry on the way. What is the tech going to be here for Creator? Ah, the Twilight comes up. Kind of an interesting quick sentry here. Like, obviously this... Oh, you know what? This could end up being? He might be saving that. Like, he might not want to go Robo, but still go Blink. And then utilize, you know, hallucinations to get up there. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It could just be for a scout as well. That was the first thing that came to my mind, obviously. Kind of check what your opponent's up to. It's like one of the quickest scouts that you can get. Just send it. Yeah, and he does actually make that Phoenix. Okay, oh, maybe he'll fake the fact that it's a Phoenix. Like, he's been doing Phoenix builds, right? So you send this across, it does more than one thing. All right, so sending across that hallucinated Phoenix. I wonder what he's... I guess he sees there are 2 racks. Is that just a 3rd rack's in eBay going? Okay, backs up here. The 3 Marauders already having a shield battery there is a little bit depressing, I think, for GuMihO. If there was no shield battery there, he would have fucking knocked down some stalkers, that's for sure. Factory just now starting. This looks like a better build right now for Creator. Like, he has so much information. He's in that defensive stance that he needs to be, and he can just kind of scale up with his Robo. Really like his position, yeah. Looks great. Looks fantastic. So concussive shells just now starting. Has that combat shields already about halfway done. +1 going to be finishing soon here as well. It's going to be a pretty big and gnarly Terran army. I love the Immortal, and I love going to the Colossus deck here. Feels just correct all over the place. This is a lot of Marauders. So you got to be careful about this. All right, runs away, doesn't take any hits. It's hard to tell when concussive shells are done because they build so quickly. So like right now, Creator has to be on top of that type of read, that type of run back. All right, gonna come up here. He does have blink, so he does have that escape card at least. Yeah, actually, that was reasonable by Creator. That was reasonable. Pick off a unit, put some damage on there. There's no medevacs out quite yet. Now, he has his third Nexus about to finish. Colossi are coming out. He does have that one Immortal still, don't forget. He still has that Sentry. So, I mean, between... Oh, he actually made a couple more Sentries in there as well. So, like, that's some good tanking. That's some good defense. Feels... You know, I was talking before. I don't really like 3 racks openers against Protoss. It doesn't feel like they do anything. If Protoss identifies what's going on, it seems really hard to get anything done. Like, look, does it look like GuMihO is going to get anything done? I mean, that's a big ball of units for this part of the game. But if you position your army correctly here, it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything. And you gave up the speed of your tech for it, so it can only really be a frontal attack. Like, yeah, he has a couple medevacs maybe he could get in the main, but the Stalkers are already up there and can simply blink down if needed. So again, not a big fan of this opener. All right, well, up comes this attack. He really tries to bowl in there. Backs up into his 2 shield batteries. The Immortal plus force fields just dicing that army. Doesn't even utilize his Stalkers. As far as he knows, he doesn't have any Stalkers anymore. He killed them himself to free up supply. Kind of crazy. Creator, it really feels like Creator is far ahead right now. Dude, these 3 racks openers, I think it's going to take another 10 years for people to figure out they're bad. Yeah, Stalker's just waiting for this type of move. I tell you, if he snaps one of these, that is so painful for Gumi. Gumi really needs to get something done, it feels like. Just out of range. Okay, drops into the natural. This might draw the Stalkers. It does. The Stalkers are on their way right now. Right now, they're coming in. So now the 2 medevacs boost into the main base. Okay, blinks up here to get rid of this. Does a good job of that, but here comes that drop in the main. But he's actually got a shield battery and a photon cannon here already. Dark Shrine is going to be forced to cancel, but that drop, I mean, if that's the only thing you're doing with it, not that strong. Cute little attempted run into snipe some probes. Not really going to work out. I guess he gets a couple. Not what he was planning on. So a very solid 3-base Creator. He's going to have +1. His armor is on the way as the double forge. You know, disruptors are starting to increment out. Feels like... You know, feels like a good position again for Creator. I do like where he's at in this game. I think the 4th Nexus is appropriate. You know, moving out and poking, I think, is okay, but I don't think you can do a full attack here. Oh, God, he catches those medevacs. That's unfortunate for Gumi. That's really unfortunate. Okay, that's a good mine hit, at least. But definitely unfortunate for Gumi. Now, it does look like, yeah, you got some kills off, you know, maybe with some of these mines. The mines are getting good hits. Double medevac into the main base, right on top of the forges. Could be okay kills. The Dark Shrine as well. A new Dark Shrine warping in there. Yeah, very decent. Very decent. Still think Creator's good here. But I think Gumi's got to be pretty happy with how this drop went down. Yeah, blinks forward to take that down. We'll be able to eliminate all of these units. But it was, again, a good drop. Another little poke in. I feel like this army has overstayed its welcome on this side of the map. He's still okay because he has 3 sentries in there. I don't think there's any way to force a kill on that army. But that would be his one getaway card, right? But, like, I don't think there's anything left to do. I think you bring it back, you reinforce, and then you go again. right, so DT just kind of casually walking in here. Gonna start picking off some SCVs. Gonna be picked off, of course. He does have a missile turret there. DT plus Zealot drop in the main base. Not something you see that often. More Zealots being warped in. Ooh, he might get +2. Nah, not quite. Not quite. Good attempt. You stop +2. That's pretty legit. Yeah, this DT just outside that scan, killing off reactors. Very annoying, especially on the starport. DT blink on the way. Only one robo still, huh? It does feel like it's time to add another robo. I mean, if you have 4 bases up in mining, you should probably have a secondary robo. There it is. He thinks the same. All right, GuMihO is going to be taking his 4th base now. He's finished the command center. He's floating it down. More disruptors incrementing out. Both sides getting very, very high in the supply. Yeah, some DTs just kind of rerouting around. They do have blink now, so... Yeah, they're going to blink out of there and walk past the missile turret. Oops! Oh, well. You know, by the way, every time I say DT blink, I think about how stupid it is that they renamed the ability for them. Shadow Strike. Get out of here. It's fucking blink. Another unit in the game already has it. We don't call stim for Maraud or something else. Bear juice. It's like, no, it's stim. No, it's blink. Come on. Shadow Strike is different. The cooldown is longer. That's a balance thing, bro. It's the same fucking thing. Okay, anyways. Another forge coming up here for creator. Ling Speed and Roach Speed is saying they should both be called Ling Speed. Oh, shit. That one's hard to fight. That one's hard to fight. Ling Speed is a sandwich. Okay, fuck off. All right, let's see. Nice EMPs going down. I mean, Creator's on a very defensive stance right now, right? It feels like his robo unit count for his supply is not super good right now, so I'm a little bit nervous for him that this attack from Gumi could get out of hand. Ooh. It was like jumping into a cold pool right there. And see, yeah, without the huge amount of robo units, this is really hard to split up and kill all these armies. Look at this. He's actually just unable to kill them because he's got like 6 robo units instead of 10. You know, if you have more immortals, if you have more disruptors, you're going to be able to keep them split and actually hold these positions. But instead, GuMihO so far is basically wrecking multiple locations. Just destroying. Look at this. Look at this. You can't do it. Like, gateway units are not going to hold up. So you need those robo units as Terran gets up these big supplies. Now, that being said, it looks like we had a lot of SCV kills across the map. 22 kills from a DT. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Wait, let me check my notes. Ling speeded away. Sick guys in the chat. Sick. That's great. Let's name it something completely different. But yeah, it looks like he is going to be caught here with his warp-in prism as well. Yeah, 1 DT killing 22 SCVs. Definitely making a bit of a difference in this game for Gumi. His army is still pretty sick, though. Couple disruptors. An immortal in there. 2 Colossus on the way. Gotta add more robos. Gotta do it. We're on 5 base. 1 robo per base, please. Gotta do it in that classic way. It's the future. So we have this kind of lull right now. You know, both sides kind of building up. Double Prism, and he does have Prism speed, by the way. So double Prism is kind of cool. There's some different ways you can play Double Prism. You can warp in 2 locations, but if they have a lot of defense, sometimes you fly them both into the main base. Gives you a huge warping area if they both live, and if there's so much defense, then, you know, at least one gets through. Now, a big attack here over on the right-hand side. Only at, like, a single robo unit there trying to stop it. More going to be coming up. Comes in with those Archons. Does get EMP'd, though. Warping rounds going to be denied. Uh-oh, more units coming up here for GuMi. Lifts off his Vikings. Gonna go ahead after those Colossi now. But you know what? He kills the Nexus. You know, that's a big moment. GuMihO has recovered a lot of his SCVs as well. 62 is a pretty solid number. Can't really trash on that too much. Those high 40s are a bit low, but 62 is pretty solid. Creator right now taking some more Nexuses, trying to recover. Getting into kind of an epic game here. Planetary going to back up GuMihO's defense. Creator going to think twice about really pushing that location. Yeah, another nice kill going to go down here in the top left. Now, there's a counterattack going on the Planetary, so this is kind of funny. It's a very small GuMihO army there, and then Creator's like, let's actually fight in this location. But again, his actual robotics army here is not that big, right? 2 Disruptors, an Immortal, and 2 Colossi. Feels hard to attack into this. It does. It's so gateway-centric. Feels like GuMihO is being more efficient with his supply around the map, but you know what? This is a big move. This is a big move here from Creator. Hitting into that natural, that kind of splits up where all the units are made. GuMihO with the counterattack. Doesn't look like he has any medevacs with his army, which is a bit of a problem, but he is going to be able to kill off this space. A couple medevacs do catch up, thankfully. And this is how you end a game against Terran. You get on top of their production. They're super weak when you do this. Creator trying to pick up a victory right here, right now. I like the hold position. Don't let the Zealots just be charging around dying in single file lines. They're bad in this type of situation. You want to keep them for the actual charge onto units rather than like buildings and structures you're trying to kill. All right, getting in on top of everything. Good micro from GuMi. He's getting as efficient as he really can with this set of Marauders. But that is going to be picked off as well. All right, this entire main base going down. And, okay, how does GuMi try to come back? He's building a bunch of production on the right-hand side, like behind what I assume is a Planetary over there. Very little mining happening for Creator right now. And GuMi actually has an army that maybe can fight against this still. Ooh, I like this movement down to the Planetary. If he could bust that, look, there's 3 factories on the way. Kind of interesting. I guess he would just focus on siege tanks here or mines. Could be either one, actually. Definitely not anything else. Cyclones would be wild. But look at this. Moving up, carving off a bunch of those SCVs. Planetary still going to be kind of scary to attack into. Oh, good Disruptor hit. Does pick off the Disruptor. A little bit of revenge there for the Fallen Marauders. Look at this. Really close in units lost. Multiple command centers just floating around. And yeah, he is going to be going into those siege tanks. Siege tank Planetary. Oh god, I'm actually getting chills. That's kind of brilliant for such a strange position in this game. If you can get a bunch of siege tanks around the Planetary, that becomes incredibly hard to attack against. Incredibly hard. That being said, it looks like his factories are going to start to get picked off. One dies before it gets a tank out. Looks like a second one will. The third one... Oh, no, he's repairing. Okay, the army is moving over to this side. Ooh, that's a good disruption ball. The siege tanks come out, but it is too little too late. This base is going to be dissolved. GuMihO with the counterattack right now. It is still a little bit of a base trade. It feels very Creator favored at the moment. And, you know, the fact that there are DTs around does make it a little bit harder as well. This is, I think, the last planetary. He is repairing it for all he's worth. I think we just saw him retarget it to take down the DT specifically. So that shows that he is really, really aware of DTs right now because they win base trades so often. It can be really hard to have a land planetary. You know, he does have one ghost that could EMP it, but these are not things that are easy to count on. 3 racks being made instead of factories over on the other side. SCV count super, super low. Looks like he's going after the Nexus. This actually, there is a possibility of a draw here. Creator right now. Okay, his supply 78 of 119. Okay, he can't afford a Stargate and a Phoenix. So we'll see if he warps anything else in. I think he won't. Hold on, though. He cannot afford a Cybernetics core and a Stargate and a Phoenix. So now, if you kill all of his Nexuses, and he can't afford a Nexus. So if you kill his other Nexus, it's a draw minimum for GuMihO. This is actually getting fucking crazy right now. This is crazy stuff. Okay, unloads his army, making Marauders right now. Dude, GuMihO's playing this real well. Okay, so he did gather enough minerals for a Nexus. If he can snap that Nexus, it's so big. It's so big. Ooh, what a pickup. What a pickup! DT doing Protoss's work here. Nice pickoffs by Gumi. Gumi might dive on the natural Nexus. Right? This is a good play. This is a good play. But he sees that kind of long distance mining. Okay. Okay, he's going after the probes as opposed to the Nexus, I think because other units are trailing him. Oh, he hits the EMP? Okay, I'm not sure about that EMP. I feel like the EMPs are so important right now for detection purposes. Okay, lifts up. This is really good. Really good from GuMihO. GuMihO's army movement right now is 6. 6 workers versus 6 workers. Both sides having a hard time mining anything right now. What a crazy game this is. What a crazy game. Buildings flying around all over the place. Oh my god, he sees the Nexus. This is big, guys. This is big. As the Marauders walk away from it. We didn't see nothing. We're out of here. Okay, the attack coming in. Siege tank doing some serious work over there with those volleys. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, he kills the disruptor. Does not end up letting that go off to kill his entire army. Oh no, a DT is still here. Oh my god. And it seems like that's going to be it. Right? Or not? Oh, hold on. Hold on. We can still get the draw, guys. Oh my god. This is crazy. He has 1 probe left. And he has enough money for 1 probe, and he has 1 Nexus. Okay. If you kill 2 probes or the Nexus, it's a draw. There are locations where buildings can't be hit here. So that's it. That probe, that Nexus. Well, the thing is, you can kill the probe, and he still has 66 minerals. Yeah, the recall, you got to get out. Boost, boost, boost. Heal. Oh, he has 4 Marauders. Okay, okay, okay. We still have a lot of possibilities. There's the mining. We coming back. Oh, man, that 1 mine. Dude, if he moves that mine forward, that mine can actually ruin a lot of things. Scan! Oh, no! DT blink! I mean, roach speed! All right, gotta float that one away. But he kills that off, right? Doesn't really lose anything, I guess. Woo! The Colossus drop, I love it. Drops his Marauders to say hello to it. Okay, we are getting very low on buildings for Gumi now. Very low indeed. Gonna repair this. Now, GuMihO actually has 200 minerals. Okay. Oh, dude. Dude. Holy crap. Okay, he's gonna get this. Okay, that's huge. And Crater has enough for... Oh! But it hits the prism. Who cares? He has nothing that shoots up. He's down to 2 Marauders. He's down to 2 Marauders. 2 Marauders, 5 medevacs. Against very damaged Protoss units. Okay, if he's chasing him, he can land this and maybe mine a little bit. Maybe land a barracks, make a couple Marines. Dude, there's the last probe. If he kills that probe, you can get a draw. Holy shit. What was that? That was a medevac?
Base is under attack.
Yeah, probably a medevac, but we still have the 2 Marauders.
Under attack.
So see, he's guarding this 1 probe right now. Oh, dude. Wild. Oh, it kills the SCV that was in there. Dude, King GuMihO here. All his shit's gonna be on fire. This is bad news. That's gonna burn. Is it? Yeah, there it is. It's in red. So that's gonna start burning down. So he's got like 1 barracks in the center of the map and 1 burning command center. Now, 1 more mining trip and there's enough money for another probe. So we restart this cycle where he can kill the probe and it doesn't end the game. There it goes. There's that MVP probe right now. Dude, this is the crazy stuff. No, no, no. Do that later. Oh my god, the command center is going to fall. The command center is going to fall here. So GuMihO is going to let it fall. He has the 1 barracks. This seems like Creator should just about have it. His Marauders, though... His Marauders might be enough here. You know, here's the thing. If he were to kill that Colossi, can he out-micro everything? Like with 4 Marauders? Dude, that's 2 probes. If he gets both probes... Oh, God. He recalled the Prism. That's it. Oh, the sad face. Dude, what a game. What a game. That was so close to a draw.